The new head of Xbox, Asha Sharma, is making a lot of changes.
But is it too late for Xbox to reinvent itself?
Let's talk about it. This is no longer an Xbox. We are Xbox.
We are the Xbox.
We are Xbox. We are all Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox employees are now getting an @xbox.com email address, so it's official. Xbox is back.
That's crazy. I was going to say it's crazy that you exist that long and you just get an Xbox email account, but then we just got GameSpot email accounts. So
to be fair.
I'm not going to hate.
Yeah, we were at parentcompany.com for a long time, and then we were like, maybe we should have an @gamespot.com email address. So honestly, Xbox,
we know how you feel.
we get it.
Yeah, we get it.
But yeah, Asha and Matt had the little note, the "We Are Xbox," the internal memo, as it's being called.
Yeah.
Mate, a memo, it should be like 4 lines max. So
yeah, that is not in a memo. That's a manifesto. Yeah. And it seems like a good manifesto, though, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are saying all of the right things. It has been a real rocky road in terms of Xbox for the last couple of years. Going for one thing, pulling back on other things. Messaging has been messy.
Yeah, I'm interested. What is your image of Xbox currently in your mind? When you think of Xbox, what do you think of?
The color green, genuinely. Yeah. I just think of the color green. I don't go to Master Chief or Marcus Phoenix or
Viva Pinata,
Mr. Forza car.
Hexic.
Yeah. I don't think of a person. I literally think of the color green. And the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. It's just my preferred brand of controller. But no, I mean, genuinely, it's like, when I think of Xbox, I just think of this. I think of 2010 to 13 when I was really into that ecosystem. Now I think of, I have some stuff on Xbox, but I also have some stuff on PC and PlayStation and Switch. And so it's like, it's less of a brand identity for me. It is more of a part of my broader gaming landscape.
I think that's I think that's not what they want, right? They want an identity, and I think that's the big. I'm the same. Where it's like when I think of Xbox, it used to be Mass Effect in my brain, not because Mass Effect's exclusive to them, but because I remember sitting in front of my
Mass
Xbox.
Effect 1 was.
Yeah, Mass Effect 1
was Microsoft Studios.
But then from that point on, I played all the Mass Effect games on there. But Halo, Gears. I was joking, but Viva Pinata, Geometry Wars. I think of stuff like...
I think of Limbo. I think of
and that
Meat Boy. I think of Summer of Arcade.
That's it. Like, it all contributes to this kind of image of Xbox finding cool, new...
One versus 100.
Yeah, it was a taste maker at times. And now it doesn't feel like a taste maker. It feels like a brand that is desperately trying to catch its breath in a... scene that has very little air, like for other people.
In a scene that is rapidly changed to the point of being nigh on unrecognizable compared to 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. And so Xbox, I think, obviously this is PR, this is marketing.
Yeah, like for sure.
I mean, there was even people saying that, Microsoft Gaming wasn't even really a thing. This is just a PR beat to get rid of it. But the thing is that I think this is a very good first step. Like the things that Asha and Matt mention in the manifesto are the things that are key for not just players. I think it's very important that they were also talking about developers too.
Correct.
To try and surface these things, to be like, we are working on this is what we want. I think Xbox for a long time has not had a clear direction, perhaps a little elevated on the success of the 360 era, but from Xbox One to Series, it's just been...
I was thinking about this, and it's really interesting because Xbox, especially Phil Spencer, kind of paved the way or led the way in kind of creating a more egalitarian gaming scene where he was like, gamers are gamers. Everyone is equal, and, we love games. And that was great. I think that was the right thing to do. I think now they need to kind of reverse it and I don't want to say... In my mind, I'm like, they need the console wars back. I don't think they need the console wars back. I think they need that mentality where it's like... Scrappy. We need to show why we are better than the other team.
Working within constraints to find something... Use your imagination to find something cool. Promote cool projects.
A non-toxic version of the console wars. Because the thing that I truly miss is... the kind of 1v1 of games. Like, remember when Halo was going up against Killzone? That the audience side of it could be a mess, but from a competitive and identity perspective, it was so clear what one was doing versus the other. And now I think about Xbox, and I don't think of Master Chief, I don't think of Marcus Phoenix, and I think they need that again. I don't know if it's be in their capabilities to create a modern new mascot type character, but they need new IPs.
Do you think they would go to create a new central character, or try, you know, like poke at Master Chief? Please, come on, Chief, save us again.
I think
I don't think Chief's doing it
No,
anymore.
I think what I would like them to see is a new IP that kind of establishes a new kind of like mascot or face of Xbox. I think what they're more likely to do is continue to leverage legacy, and it won't be like Master Chief. It will be Master Chief next to a Fable character, next to a car, next to a, you know, that kind of like, look at what we have.
Event. Well, I mean, they had that little pet peeve of mine when everyone was making the Marvel intros for and Xbox had one. Do you remember when they had it? And then they had like
the studios one.
They had but they had, I forget which character was in. It could have been Joanna Dark, it could have been something else, but then they cancelled the game.
Yeah, I think it was Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
But I think they will go for like this everyone is here Smash Bros approach. I think that's not the right approach though.
I agree.
I think that's it's still faceless to a degree, and it's a bunch of franchises that are legacy franchises that just kind of reinforce the fact that you haven't moved, you're stagnant. The one thing you can at least say about PlayStation is they're in a similar position, but more recently, like,
if you look since 2017 onwards, I mean, we've got Horizon.
Yeah, Astro Bot was a big one recently.
The reimagining in a very smart way of God of War.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Like, I know that's not technically theirs, but like, he is the face of that console in a lot of ways. I just don't think Microsoft has that, but I think they need that quite desperately.
I think the SGF showcase will be interesting because I think historically they've always had really good showings at SGF. Like, they've had I mean, there was that one a few years ago where it was like, and here's Doom and here's Fable and all of these games, but also really smart third party, like all of the Atlas stuff from a few years ago, like P4. What are they calling it? The remake of Persona 4.
Yeah, I can't
reimagine.
Very golden.
Oh, it's like remix or reverse or something. I don't know. You know, so they have all these. Onimusha and Kunitsugami and like all this stuff that is tied to Xbox. So I think they're making smart roads in terms of third party, which is one of the things that they called out in their manifesto, which I think is smart. But it's like, what are the Xbox studios? Yeah,
what are they doing? And also, I think they do those shows and they're really good. But I think they do them and then there's no real momentum going forward. And I think partly it's difficult because they're first party games, they didn't have a good timeline on them, a good grasp of them, and obviously they can't dictate when third party games come out. But you go into an Xbox conference and you see all these awesome games, and then you just don't hear from them again for ages, and you just forget. And because of that, you don't associate those with the brand itself.
Or they get cancelled.
Yeah, or they get cancelled. And like I feel like there's been a lot of damage done by not following through. And I think that's one of the key things that Xbox needs to do to reinvent itself is like concrete release dates that are going into the future that you stick by and have some level of consistency. I think PlayStation had that a few years back where they had a bunch of bangers spread out over across the year, and I think they've been like riding off that momentum for a really long time now. I think Xbox just needs one of those years.
I would say the last time Xbox had a year that I can think of that was similar to that was 2021, because that was the year, at least in my mind, if I got the dates wrong, forgive me, but I remember it was the year that 12 Minutes came out. So I think that was 21. I'm not saying 12 Minutes was a banger because but I remember that graphic, like there was a showcase and Phil going, here's the next 6 months to the year. We have this launching on Game Pass every month. Like we have a big game launching on Game Pass every single month. And that to me was like, oh, that's a confident Xbox. That is an Xbox that is self-assured in its lineup and promoting its services in a way that makes a lot of sense. And then we had the pandemic, a lot of things slipped. There just hasn't been that consistency in game releases or even in its marketing. So I kind of hope that this is a return to form, because I would like Xbox to succeed.
It seems like it is getting there. I think that Xbox, it's not too late. Like it's not a dead It's not a
No.
Sega, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
they're
I
still
think they still got a
making
lot.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, they
a
got a lot of
quarter.
life in it. I think they have all the pieces and they're close to understanding what they need to do. I think it's pretty impressive what has been done thus far since Asha
only
Sharma
62
came in.
Only 62 days, I think.
Because it's what I find impressive is like she came in and was like, I don't really know games. So, but the fact that the first few moves have been these moves is like really interesting. I would love to know what the kind of quorum is that is like informing those decisions, because I'm assuming she's not coming in and being like, I don't know games, but let's change Game Pass, make the thing green again. So there's got to be people telling. But like I'm impressed by that. I'm not saying like great, good job Xbox. I'm saying like it seems like the right steps in the right direction are being made, but they just still need to hit on a few extra things, you know, that discoverability of games and having an identity more than anything else.
Do you care about COD not being on Game Pass?
I don't care about COD being on Game Pass. I think COD as a thing, it doesn't, I think maybe I'm wrong in this because I think I am wrong in this because it doesn't necessarily translate. I don't think it has prestige anymore. I think it's got numbers. I think it's got like a lot of popularity. I'm not saying it's not going to sell well. I don't see when a COD trailer comes up, I don't think people are going, oh my God, it's a new COD. It doesn't have that prestige anymore. And I think that it's understandable why they treat it with a premium, but I think you probably got more to gain by, again, democratizing COD. Like treat it like every other franchise. It's better, but like don't treat it as your crown jewel.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't have that kind of aura, juice, riz, whatever you want to call it these days. How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I also think if you are playing COD, this is a wild generalization, so forgive me, but I
know
feel
what you're
like
about saying. I think you're right. Yeah.
But no, if you're playing COD, it's like I feel like that's the one game you buy. You don't necessarily need Game Pass to be checking out all these other games. I think I mean COD is specifically designed to lock you into it. I think putting it on Game Pass is like a net positive for a Game Pass subscriber until the price goes up. But I don't
Yeah, the
think
people
it needs
who
to be there.
the vast majority of people who play COD don't pay attention to it until COD is out, and then they're like, "I'll buy COD." The kind of promotion of it, I think, it's entirely for esports, and more than anything, it's for content creators.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to make a big song and dance for it for anyone else. Everyone else is just kind of like, yeah, okay, man,
it's a new
cool.
COD,
I'll play the new COD, or I won't play the new COD. Whereas the content creators need the song and dance because it kind of fuels the economy of it. But it's still a great franchise. It's still a incredibly important franchise.
Feels great to play.
Yeah, I just don't think it's got like the juice to kind of elevate Xbox as a brand overall, and I don't think they should like allow it to sink the ship by being like, you can't have this on Game Pass because it's for elite people. Just chuck it on there, man. Who cares?
Anyway, let us know your thoughts about Xbox's new reinvention in the comments below. We love reading them. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again in a couple weeks.